They fired me the day I finished digitizing 50 years of geological maps, but they forgot that I was the only one who understood the index cards. I worked as the head archivist for an oil and gas exploration firm. My job was managing the vault, a massive room filled with thousands of physical tubes containing seismic maps and drilling logs going back to the 1970s. These maps are worth millions because they show where the oil is. The new CEO, a guy named Sterling who thought everything could be solved with an app, decided the vault was a waste of space. "We need to go paperless," he announced. He ordered me to scan every single document into a massive server database. "Once it's digital, we can use AI to find everything," he bragged. I tried to warn him. The file names were just random serial numbers generated by the scanner. The context which map belonged to which oil field was kept on a set of physical index cards I had organized for 20 years. Sterling didn't listen. "Just scan the maps. The computer will figure it out." So I did exactly what I was told. I spent 6 months feeding thousands of maps into a high-speed scanner. I didn't name the files. I didn't tag them. I just created a hard drive with 40,000 files named image_001 through image_40,000. On Friday at 4 p.m., I uploaded the last file. At 4:15 p.m., Sterling called me in. "Great job on the project," he said, sliding a severance package across the desk. "Since the archive is digital now, your position is obsolete. We're letting you go," he smirked. "Efficiency, you understand?" I signed the papers, handed over my badge, and walked out. I didn't make a scene. I simply packed up my personal belongings. Among those belongings was a small wooden box containing the 3,000 handwritten index cards that acted as the key to the serial numbers. Since I had created the system myself, using my own stationery before the digital transition, those cards were technically my personal notes, not company property. On Monday morning, the chaos started. The field engineers needed a specific survey for a drilling site in Texas. They logged into the new server and found a chaotic ocean of 40,000 unnamed files. The AI Sterling bragged about couldn't read the handwritten cursive on the old maps. They had no idea which file was which. Operations ground to a halt. Drilling rigs costing $100,000 a day sat idle because they couldn't confirm the geology. Sterling called me on Tuesday sounding frantic. "Where is the search system? How do we find the Texas maps?" I answered calmly, "Oh, the search system was in my head and on my personal index cards. But since I'm obsolete, I took them home." He threatened to sue. I reminded him that my severance agreement stated I had returned all company hardware and electronic data, which I had the cards were neither. By Thursday, the board of directors realized they were losing millions. They fired Sterling and hired me back as an external information consultant. My fee? $500 an hour with a guaranteed 2-year contract, just to sit there and type the names of files one by one. I'm making more now working part-time than I ever did as an employee. If you enjoy seeing efficiency backfire, like and subscribe.